Now let us see an actual insert in action where we will insert a customer record into the DB. So here is my e-commerce solution. So the first thing that we do is open the properties. We have multiple startup projects and we have the endpoint.web-API, endpoint.handler and endpoint.subscriber. Make all these three as your startup project. So this is the first thing that you do. The second thing that we need to do is, let us check now appsetting.developer.json. You have your DB and connections proper. Since it is going to take your development settings, so let me make that connection string okay, database name is okay, username, password. Then let us verify here. Since it's in development environment, it will pick up the development settings. So this is done now. So now let us run the application. We'll save it first and then we will run the application. Now let us run the application. I have multiple startup projects here and I start the application. If you see, our handler is up. Handler bus endpoint is started. The subscriber endpoint is started. And our web API also is here. Let's go to Swagger. Let's go to post method in customer. And we will try it out. Here I'll give the name as my first customer. Let's put the date is 1980 and let us execute. If you see here, it has returned one ID and it has validated everything and sent it to the bus. So bus some log messages are there. So customer inserted into database. So data is inserted and we have the event received for customer in the subscriber. You see the whole thing. It's all multiple endpoint. It's all decoupled. Even the applications are decoupled, but they all are working together through the bus. Now let us see, go to the database and see whether the record has come. We'll go to the customer table. We have our first record. And this is the ID that was returned to us by the application. So this ID can be also used as a correlation ID for your references. Now next we will see how our validation works. Since we validated our insert is working successfully, now let us see how our validations work. So now we will check our attribute validation where the string length should not be more than 50. Let me copy that again and again. So I think it is much more than 50. Let us execute that. And you get the error. Field name must be a string with maximum length of 50. So now let us check our next validation, which was a plugin validation, which should not start with a number. Let us execute that. Cannot start with numbers. So this is the same format that you are getting even for the plugin validation. The plugins got executed and returned to the server. And now the last one, we are using the same name, and let's try to execute. So it says duplicate customer found. So this is all about our insert. Now next we will see how one query is executed.